Hello there, and welcome to episode 10 of the final Sect. So, it's going to be a wonderful day at our little thing here. I have had a couple of ideas. I've read the comment section with pleasure, and we're going to do some nice things here. There have been a few propositions that I really found helpful, and all in all, well, the main goal for today will be to get our friend Yunji into his next level of existence. So, in that regard, well, I want to explain how the basics of that concept are working. We want to have as much maximum chi on this guy as possible. After that, I think it's also important how much chi per second you can charge. I think the chi absorption stat is also of importance for the golden course quality, but correct me if I stand wrong there. I do know for sure, though, that the amount of maximum chi is one of the most powerful and directly influencing factors of your golden core quality. Yeah. So, that being said, for today, well, I want to follow that proposition that I had, that we could and should amp up or sect a little bit with quality of life things, because we're growing larger and larger. Therefore, things like water vats are really, really amazing. So you can put these down wherever you want, and they act basically like a well for passers, you know. So we're going to slap down a couple of these, and whenever somebody grows thirsty, they don't have to walk every time to the well around the corner. The outers will also fill those vats with water, so it'll be a thing that should work. Another thing that has been proposed, and I honestly had no clue, lighting outside. But, well, it does make some sense after all. We do have lamp posts to no end, so we're going to slap down a couple of these to make sure the darkness is not pissing off our outer disciples and inner disciples as much anymore. Besides that, it's looking fancy. We can also use flooring made of offcuts to create pathing here. That's also a possibility that you can go for. And we totally will have to cut a few spirit stone blocks extra. I've been a little bit generous here, but spirit stone blocks, they aren't costly at all. You get 4 spirit stone blocks per spirit stone. Right now we are still in the thousands. So let's create a couple of these, because I really want this to be my main thing. And we have our third agency set up. Beautiful. Alright, so let's see. We can create a field here. A field here. And both of these have a field? Yeah. So we can create 4 fields on this tile. That's amazing. Alright, we already have 1,600 people there. So the followership will grow faster than in the City of Abundance. Basically, in the City of Abundance, we have to wait until we... how to put it? Until we have a event that'll give us a couple of followers, because before that, I am not convinced that anything good will happen. Okay, so the agency here has a bit of wheat in their storage for us. We can't pick that up, because we'll have to support our friends over there manually for a short amount of time until they are able to pay their charity by themselves. Okay, so the Spirit Stone Bats, they're doing their thing, and, well, for Yunji, there's sadly not that much that I can do. Skilling up his Artifact Mastery to 20 was probably overkill and hinders him now severely in learning skills that increase his chi, but it doesn't matter too much. I actually wanted only a fighter. So due to that, we are actually I'm actually considering to just go for artifact power bonuses. So let's see. Is that one thing? Artifact power bonus here. Artifact power bonus plus 250%. That's one that I want to study. It's important for me that Yunji comes into a power level where I can kill monsters on the map. It's actually all that I want from him. Yeah, he's now at 136. I think this should be actually already enough to deal with the weaker ones. So, yeah. We are going to go for the horrible breakthrough of Yunji in a hot minute. As soon as his chi has been refilled, we're going to make him a tier 9 golden core. I expect that to happen. Alright, so I think I will create a pathing system for the sect as well, because I figured that this will be pretty neat, but only after the lighting has been finished. Let's see. Okay, so let's select a new person for cultivation. First off, I want to check one thing. Like I said, I wanted to create somebody with a primordial symbols law, so we need somebody with a high perception and a high intelligence. These are the key characteristics there. So I don't think I have anybody who's a really good fit for that law. Except for our boss himself. He has exactly the distribution that we were looking for. Whoopsie. We didn't have the law back then, though. So that's a little bit tragic. This lady here is the most fitting selection there. Her luck is just a little bit bad. Anywho, we're going to go and put her on hard work. And we're going to take her out of the regular outer disciple business. There we go. I just want to have another person for good, you know. A plague has broken out in the City of Abundance. Oh, I have forgotten what rank you need to do something about it, but we're going to send Nian Shuang and see what she can do. If she can do something. If I remember correctly, if you go there and you offer your help, this is good for the people there. Probably we gain some more followers. I have forgotten a lot of things in this game. That's why I'm also taking it as slow as I do. In case you were wondering. Most people that watched a couple of my tutorials, well, might be wondering. But, well, enough about that. So, lamps are being built up. We have a lot of water spots now. These little things, they help our outer disciples to waste less time with needless things. So, when it comes to the Golden Core breakthrough, there are so many things that you need to pay attention to. The season, the weather, the yin-yang, that is the day of the time. We are really messing things up here. It's not really good, but like I said, we're really not looking for a perfect cultivator here. So, plagues wreak havoc. Cure the patients. Alright, so our reputation went even worse from trying to help. I don't know if that was a random roll or what was the matter. Hey, look at that! He's a T8, not a T9. We didn't fail totally. Alright, beautiful. So, there we go. So this guy now is a lot stronger than before. But nowhere near close as strong as it could be. So our future cultivators will be much, much stronger than that. Oh yeah. What happened to my project here? Jeez. There's still that ominous room project, you know. Alright. Still weird to me that sometimes the game just doesn't take your entire wall section. Happens so often that it's like, meh, I don't want that one piece of wall. Your cursor might be hovering over that, and we draw the line there, but I didn't accept that one mouse click. Deal with it, bro. It's very, very weird. Alright. I'm going to move the cadavers now towards the, what's it called again? Cotton. A goldwood bow has turned up. So, let's see. She's still not there yet, but whatever. Okay. A common eating room is still on the to-do list. But, well, one thing at a time. So, let's see. If I remember correctly, we need to put up now something that's bad for Earth Chi. So Earth Chi hates wood. The thing is, I'm not sure anymore if I need wooden walls versus stone to items, but there's a door I need to answer. I'll be right back. Alright. Right there. So, where was I? The thing is, I can't remember anymore if we need to put... If it was like... If the Feng Shui building has to be the wrong element, or... Oh, it's a little bit confusing. Everything about Feng Shui is, to me, as a comebacker and everything, a little bit confusing, but that's okay. So... Where was it? We're gonna build a couple of tombs out of wood now, and we'll see if that does the trick. This room definitely already has bad feng shui for one good reason. There is 4 doors here. You shall not have 4 doors. So... Anyways, we're gonna wait what this room will develop into. Nightmarescape. Okay, so we got now our golden core cultivator. He's very costly, that's true, but we can now start exploring the world with him, which is a really, really fun thing. So I want to do that for today for the first time. So, wait a sec. Shouldn't there be at Mount Coppertomb something? We're gonna camp over there. I am quite confident that with 166 artifact power, we should be capable of tackling down any demon beasts that we meet. And I also need Talisman paper station. I finally remembered what the beast blood was mostly used for. Talisman paper, of course. So... Is it a workstation? Ah, here, Talisman table, there. Currently, we're only working with the weakest of all talisman papers. We can better that up. I'm also waiting now for Yunji to be experiencing a Mount Coppertomb adventure before I enter the map. It's a while I'm here thing for me. Alright. So things are starting to come together here. So her foundation training is slowly coming together here. We can speed that up by feeding a bear gall to her. Chow down. So these are cultivation foods. They also give you, if I remember correctly, I don't know anymore. They actually only increase your foundation, or if you also gain more out of that, even as a cultivator. But check it out here, foundation points. It's a recurring lowering effect. We can use the ginseng for the same task. Oh, a strange little elf. Alright, as you see here, ginseng has a really not the same impact as the gall of a mighty, mighty bear. Anyways, we need a firecracker. I mean, I still have festive good chests here lying around, but whatever. And Bam. There we go. The chest is mine. So we gathered a little bit of iron ore. That was not really what it was after, but the starter environments here, they don't offer too many exciting things. That's pretty standard that you're like, oh yeah, okay. A couple of things are quite useful here, but really not all of them. So we're going to summon our pet. This is vital for our future. The thing here is our dog has a pretty hefty amount of chi. He has way more chi HP than Yunji. And therefore, our main strategy is always going to be the same. Dog goes in to tank, and the cultivator in the background goes in for the spank. So we're just exploring this place now. And as soon as we find an enemy entity, we're just going to retreat. We can pick up quite a lot of iron ore here. We'll do that because our native map is really short of these resources. The better you know this game, the more you know these little locations where you can just filthy pilfer things as you see fit. This is a very fun part of the game, as a matter of fact. I mean, the more often you play it, the less interesting it grows. Here, by the way, this is a useless talisman. It's only for the fancy. Because at some point when I was doing the videos the last time, I really just knew where I had to go. So if you are playing this game and you're getting yourself external help via spreadsheets and Wikipedias and the like, there's no shame in that. I actually recommend that. But always ask yourself which parts of the game you actually want to explore for yourself, especially those that don't require much explanation are, for me, the best parts to be manually explored. So as you see here, this little village doesn't have anything special going on for itself. There's not even anything to collect here. They are a really, really poor little community. But that's not why we came here. We came here because of the tunnels. And the cool part about this game is basically every map has something going on for itself. And here we have now the first enemy. It's a ridiculous coincidence that it's Jin 3. You know, Yunji, Jin 3. Come on, game. Give me a break. So we're sending in the dog now. And I'm gonna hold back Yunji until the dog has successfully taken the aggro of this demon beast. And now, after I can be absolutely sure that they're in clinch with each other, we're start to attack that cutie here. And our cultivator can start smacking this dude. And as you see here, the blue bar is going down, and Yunji is not taking any damage, because in this game, enemies usually don't swap their target anymore. So now we can butcher that little fella. For some reason he was stuck in combat. So, and demon beasts can be always butchered into demon beast hide and a few parts of beast blood. Beast blood is, as a matter of fact, a quite valuable commodity. The trader, if I remember correctly, is paying you 50 or 20 spirit stones each for a bottle of that stuff. Like I already mentioned in the previous episode, it is a little bit of a pain to store that stuff due to its flammability issues. But apart from that, killing demon beasts out here is now going to be something we're going to do much, much more often. This was, by the way, a very weak one. Okay, this bot here is actually what we want to, what we came for. We have discovered here a former master of our sect, and we want these. These are, if I remember correctly, the formation manuals for the Tagi sect, which is basically the art of melding several Jandao cultivators together and making them a unit. If you don't know what the difference between a Jandao and a Shendao cultivator is, don't worry. We will introduce you to these mysteries as well. So, There we go. So our friend Leaping Sirius here is a lot more dangerous than his previous... Now I lost the word. His previous brother in whatevers. So here we go. And so here we have the a very, very weird and rare occasion. So now, the bunny was still following my sect leader as its main goal, and I only go into combat after I've seen, and I'm sure that the demon beast is not attacking Yunji. The thing is, Yunji will melt like ice in the sunshine if I let him tank one of these demon beasts. He's only good as a DPS provider. His current skilling is no good in tanking the enemy, but as you see here, our dog has really not a problem at all in tanking this. He could be tanking a lot more baddies this little field trip, or this little field trip. Jeez, talking's hard, isn't it? So I always check out if I find a large stack. Large would be 60 demon beast hide or 4 beast blood, and the smallest stacks, you know, my inventory is already full. Right now I prefer the iron, but yeah, that's what we came for. So this ain't much dark steel actually, so if you'd be after the power gaming, I'd be recommending you to re-roll that until it is well in the 150s or 200s, but we're taking it as it is. Dark steel is a very powerful metal, as the name implies. It's a little bit supernatural and whatnot, and tools out of it are really, really good, and in general it's pretty hard to acquire. So this was our loot from that map. We're going to go now for more of these. And he's the blue-cloaked spiritualist. Oh, I love it. They all get their titles when they're long gone the road, you know. Okay. For Nian Shuang, she is now at the same stage or the same spot as Yunji. She would be also eligible for the Golden Core Breakthrough now. But I want to try to get her into a higher power level than Yunji, because he's really weak, in my humble opinion. That's not good enough. So, let's see. We got ourselves these laws. Taiyi's intro to formations. Yeah, exactly. That's what we came for. So, Mount Coppertomb explored. I want to go now for all these other areas at least once, so we can fully pilfer it. That's the first thing that I like to do once I have a golden core cultivator. In the meantime, we're staffing out our sect with beautiful new goodies, and we're enjoying the fact that people are enjoying life here. So, the kitchen is up here. We should totally get ourselves a dining hall. I'm going to make that dining hall out of jade, though, because jade is also a very fancy material. Not spirit stone alone. And I also feel as if this is only fitting for the outer disciples. They shouldn't dine in spirit stone. I wouldn't find that fitting, would you? So we're going to make some jade offcut as well, so we can make some fancy dandy things here as well. And we will require couple of tables. There we go. Let's do it like that. And I'm gonna put in a couple of lanterns that are made of spirit stone, you know. We are, after all, quite a rich place. So, let's wait until this is finished and Yunji just gave me a feedback that he's at Mount Full Moon. I like to let them experience at least one adventure there, so they gather a little bit more resource. Because funny enough, it doesn't load your inventory at all. And as you see here, the area that we already have explored is still up there. And here's our next demon beast. That's a big one, 5.7k. So these are the ones why I wanted Yunji to be actually at some power level, because you can here quite well see how slow it is to beat this guy, and Dog actually takes some serious damage here as well. But let's fast forward this a bit. As you see, it's not necessarily the same easy fight we had the last time. Dog is actually heavily exhausted after that. Don't worry, he'll become stronger in the future. But yeah, with Yunji in his previous status, this would have been impossible to win. This would have been a failure, and I had to run. I would have had to run, you know. Therefore, here 50. I'm sorry, not 60. Anyways, we're going to pick up both because I don't expect too much loot here. So that also means we gotta be now very careful with the next fight that might occur here. Here's another neat trick to explore more. Always try to be on the far away side, and then you can pause for a new exploration command. So, mid-air, you're not only faster, but you're also uncovering stuff more completely. If I send my cultivator, like on foot, you see, there's still shadows and whatnot blocking our vision. Alright, so let's do this as follows. We're going to go now along the border. And after that's settled down, it's going to be much easier to explore the rest of the map. I find it highly recommendable to explore the entirety of these maps, because as soon as you are able to tackle the demon beasts here, you will find a plethora of different materials. If you look closely enough, there's even hidden goodies in these maps quite often. There are really, really powerful treasures in some maps that are only findable by really, really looking closely. And my trick here is that I always have something uncovered at the other end of the black spot, so I can always keep my cultivator mid-air. Makes the whole exploration business a lot smoother, easier. Whoa! So luckily these guys don't engage immediately. This one with 13k chi, we're just going to let him chill there. I don't want to get him there. You should always also check out this tag here. Core shaping is already more powerful than others, because these beasts, they can also have different cultivation states. They can, if I remember correctly, go all the way until Primordial Spirit. So here we didn't find anything too interesting. We found wood and ginkgo fruit. Tell you what, I don't like leaving with empty hands, and we're going to go with that. So this map had no treasures, lootables, but that's actually making a lot of sense, because we were supposed to find the entrance to the Tagi Sect here. So, alright, this room is already ominous. Wonderful. And we're going to continue here with our adventures. Mount Baron offers stone essence. That might be also very, very interesting. And yeah, we're moving forward, friends. I'm very, very excited to see how well everything works on out here, don't you? So, my good friends, this is marking the end of today's episode as well. I hope you enjoyed the ride. We're now going deeper and deeper into the maps and to the adventures. Next episode, we're going to start exploring the premises of other sects. We will start building agencies again. I derped a little bit on that. Look at my influence. I can already build one, almost two. But that being said, check out the links down there to my second Let's Play channel. There's something in the comments that you can click, and once it has 1,000 subscribers, I'll be posting way more Let's Plays over there than ever before. Also, a quick thanks to all the supporters of the channel, and those who want to know more, check out Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee. These are the ways and means to support this channel most directly, with the least fees and the most money flowing to me personally of all the things that you want to give. That being said, I appreciate you hanging out even after the outro. That's really, really cool of you. I hope you had a good time, have a great day, and see you next time.